71 girls found. 71
Listen.
girls found and not a single adult found with them. Let that sink in. In a tunnel under New York. Talking about them girls wander down there.
All right, so if you're like me, you probably heard this woman's story and thought she was talking about 71 girls who were being trafficked underneath New York City. But unfortunately, this is a case of people who'd rather make sensational content than actually dig into the story and tell you the truth. So I'm going to do that right now. And first off, it should be known that this took place at a park in Nyack, New York, which is some 50 miles north of Manhattan. And if you take a look here, this is an overhead of that tiny park, and it says they entered a tunnel in the southwest corner, which would be over here, and entered the town's drainage system. And if you take a look at this story on CBS News, it says that the mayor says the group traveled roughly half a mile through the dark culvert on rocks and uneven terrain before safely finding an exit at the Hudson House restaurant. And as you can see here is that park again, and that's the area that they entered the underground tunnels. And this is the restaurant some half mile away that they eventually came out of. And here's another news story about the whole event, which again was about 71 girls from one particular school who were taking a field trip to a park. And yet, instead of making a story about a field trip gone wrong in a tiny town, Taylor Tiffany had to say, in New York City, 71 girls from ages 12 to 14, baby-making age, was found in an underground tunnel in the city while on a field trip. However, it's very odd to me. This whole story is strange. Well, it's only strange because you didn't look up the facts, Taylor Tiffany. Do better next time.
When I initially heard the story without doing any reading on it, I thought the exact same thing. Is there an underground trafficking ring? Literally underground? Under New York City? Because that's the way it was portrayed. That's the way it was told on social media. That's why I like sites like Debunction Junction, the site that I'm showing you right here, because they do stop and take the time to do research. If I utilize a clip from somebody else, it's because I trust that person has done some research, or it's a clip of somebody I'm trying to spotlight that doesn't do research. I thought the exact same thing. The way it was presented on social media was that there was an underground ring, literally. Not the case. Not the case. So if you guys saw that story and you thought the same thing, that there was some girls trafficking ring under New York City, and that there were 17 girls found living down there without any adults, no. It was a field trip to a park several miles north of the city, in which girls from a field trip got lost going into a tunnel and wound up somewhere in the town. That's what happened.